Hi everyone, today I'm making a chicken masala and I can't do a video because it's going to take too long. So I'm going to show you it in bits, okay? And then let me see if I can get someone to help me put all these videos together in one video and upload it on YouTube. Hi, this is Neetu from Cooking with Neetu and neetudidi.com. So basically I have here about 1 kilo of chicken. It is without skin. It is a half a chicken, like about 1 kilo. It has been cleaned and washed. And then I marinated it in exactly 200 grams of yogurt, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, a good piece of ginger, and I put some turmeric powder. You can put like maybe a teaspoon. I put some red chili powder, yeah? This is a spicy chicken, okay? So, I will be doing this video in bits so you can see exactly the steps. Right, I have here cooking oil. This is about 3 to 4 tablespoons, yeah? And I'm using a nice broad white wok because I like cooking in a wok, okay? And I will tell you why. Here I have full masalas. Okay, so this has a small piece of cinnamon, 1 black cardamom, okay? I have broken it a bit. 1 bay leaf, 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds, 2 cloves, 2-3 cloves, not a lot, okay? And basically this is the full masalas, and here I have some chopped onion. Okay, so now I'm going to start. I'm going to put these masalas into the heated oil so it gets nice and fragrant. So this video will be done in steps because that way you don't have to wait and watch all these spices and stuff, you know, being fried. So as you see, the onion is chopped roughly because this is going to be made into a paste, okay? Now, apart from this, if you're preparing this, I would also like, to show you my tomatoes, really red tomatoes, yeah? So this is also going to be made into a paste, but I'll show you everything step by step so it makes it easier. Now, my spices are a bit fragrant. Yeah, perfect. So in goes the onion, yeah? And I'm not going to brown these onions. I'm just going to saute them till they're soft, maybe a little. So now we'll go back to the next video. Okay, once again, we're continuing with this chicken video. Look, can you see how the onions are getting soft? So I'm just leaving them. They need to soften some more, definitely. My chopped tomatoes, yes. My ginger garlic container, I keep garlic peeled. It lasts for about 10 days, good tip. And a piece of ginger washed. And I do not peel the ginger because of the properties, okay? So I have over here, look, I have some 3-4 cloves of garlic and 2 pieces of ginger, a little bit, which I'm going to add. And I'm going to add my tomatoes, yeah? And now it's in my magic bullet. Yes, and I'm going to make a paste, okay? So I'm going to tighten this, and I put a little bit because I don't want to add any water, yeah? And the recipe says green chilies, but I don't want to actually change the color, okay? I want it to be nice and bright and red. So here we go. Mix it. Put it back again. You can see it's blending nicely. So I'm going to make this paste and then we go to the next step. Okay? Yeah? Here. It still needs a bit more sauteing. I want to do this kind of a video so that you know step by step. Right? Is that okay? Yeah. So see you in a bit. Bye. Hi again. So now I want to show you the tomatoes, yeah? Look, they have been blended with the ginger garlic. Now, you can leave this the way it is. The magic bullet comes with some lids. So that's really nice, really cool, because then you can just put this in the fridge and you can do this in stages, you know. You don't have to do everything one day like me. Now, coming back to this is the color I wanted. I'm switching the heat off. I've added 1 teaspoon of salt to this because this chicken marinated also has. So now what is the next step? We are going to wait for this to cool, blend it, okay? In the meantime, while this is cooling, this chicken tomato paste is going to be cooked with a bit of oil and Kashmiri red chili powder. Now, what is Kashmiri red chili powder? Kashmiri red chili powder is a chili powder which has more color than heat. But if you want to use normal, you can use normal. But I want that red color, okay? And if not, I'll be adding some beetroot juice, which I have in the freezer. So I'll take that out now. Okay, so basically this is your tomato thing, which gives the chicken all its flavor. Yeah, so this has to be fried really well. I will show you how, because we need to learn, okay, exactly how to, at what point you need to fry your tomato paste, because it does take time. And people have a thing of not frying the tomato paste well, and then your chicken just doesn't turn out right. Okay, so till the next one. Okay, next step. Here are my fried onions. You can see they haven't changed color. I hope you can see this, yeah? And all the full spices, okay? And now I have over here my onion paste, okay? So this is with three tomato paste. This is some oil, okay? And I'm going to add this in. Now, this I will keep to put in some water. This needs to cook, okay? So this is the main thing. This needs to cook, and this takes time. Now, I want you to look very closely, okay? You can see here, for example, the tomato looks raw. Yes, it's the original quantity, yeah? And I have put quite a bit of oil because I want to give this a restaurant look. You can also put half oil, half ghee, or just ghee, or even butter. Now, I will show you stages to which this has to be cooked to when it is really cooked, okay? And now I want to talk about chili powder. Yeah. So in India, we have different kinds. This is Kashmiri mirch. It's actually a lot of color and less heat. Well, it's supposed to be absolutely no heat, but this does have some heat. I got to know because when I used it, my daughter couldn't eat the food. But it's a pretty red color. This is Degi mirch. Okay, this is like paprika. And this also gives a good color. And I want you to see, look at this color. Look, can you see this? And can you see this color? Okay, two bright colors. And of course I have my frozen beetroot juice. This is the water that was left when I boiled my beetroots. I had peeled and then boiled them. So this gives a very good color to food. And I've frozen it so that I can use it when I want. I'm just taking it out now. If the need be, and I want to have this red restaurant type chicken, I will add this, okay? Yeah. So we go back to this. It is cooking, but you see, it hasn't reduced in volume. This has to get cooked, and you will know by the smell. Oh, this looks better. If without the light, hey, look at the color. It's nice, yeah? Because I didn't add any green chilies to it. And then, of course, in the marinade, I've added my ordinary red chili powder, which is East End very hot chili powder, but it loses its heat, you know. When you open a packet, it loses its heat after about 2 weeks. Best is to buy the small packets. It's more expensive, but it retains the heat. If I use any green chilies at all, I will be using them for garnish on the top of my dish, okay? And you see, this has no coriander. There's no methi, fenugreek leaves, nothing, okay? It's a different technique. And, oh, this smells nice, okay? I've blended with ginger garlic. That's why it smells so nice. This smells nice, too. So, I will come back to you and show you when this is done, at what stage, yeah? Okay, see you in a bit. Bye. Very, very important observation. I put on the light. In the beginning, you could see the oil. Right? Now you see that the oil has disappeared, but there is a bit of it. And it has reduced a bit, but it has to reduce much more because I still get that raw smell, yeah? So you see the sides, the oil is there, but it's not exactly all the oil that I put. Look. So this has to fry a bit more. These things, you know, you can only learn when someone actually actually teaches you step by step, and not just on a recipe which is written. Fry the tomato paste till it's done. How do you know when it's done? This is very essential, crucial part of the recipe, because it needs to be fried properly so it gets the flavor. Few minutes more and then I will show you. This is on high heat. I'm going to lower the heat, yeah? Few minutes more. You can see that the tomato has evaporated, but not quite, okay? So I want it to be a proper thick paste, yeah? And then I'm going to add all the chili powders, yeah? How's that? See you in a bit. Hi again. Now, this is what I want. Do you see the difference? Do you see the oil separating from the tomato? Do you see that the tomato has reduced 1/3 of its size? Do you see how little tomato we have now? It was there and now it's here. So it's like 1/3 of its size. It's thick, okay? And it no longer smells raw. This is how you fry tomato paste, okay? Now, once this is done, I want to show you, I have put the onions into this blender. It's still warm, so I'm not going to blend it yet because it's warm. It needs to be absolutely cool, otherwise you won't be able to open your blender. My chicken will go in now, okay? So, high heat, and all this chicken goes in. Now, I would like to tell you some things. If you don't like chicken with bones, you can make it with chicken breast cubed, but then you do not cook it for so long because the chicken breast gets really dry. And if you use boneless thighs, yes, you can. So now this needs to cook, okay, a bit. Since it's marinated in yogurt, it's going to release some water at some stage. I'm switching off the light so you can see the correct color. This is the color. Okay, so once it reduces, all the water evaporates, you will see, I will then add the blended tomato paste. Yes, and this over here is very precious. You do not throw this, you put some water in and rinse it, yeah? Okay, so at this stage, we are going to wait a bit. And we're going to wait for the chicken. I will show you when it starts oozing out its own water. And then I'll show you when the water is evaporated. Okay, see you in a bit. Bye. Hi again. Now, I had to cover it. I'll tell you why I covered it. I covered it because since this is chicken with bones, it needs time to cook. Okay, so I had to cover it. And you see how the water is oozing out? Yeah? Okay. So this is one step. Now, I have blended this into my blender. This is the onion. And it has to be really smooth. You can see the bits of spices. But not too many. Here, I have increased the heat. And I would like to show you that the chicken is not cooked. Now, if you have to do this with boneless chicken, then you would just have to cook it quickly. Add the tomato paste and just finish your dish before your chicken gets dry. Now, with chicken, boneless chicken thighs, that doesn't matter, it doesn't get dry. This would also be a perfect spice mix for biryanis, you know. You could make a biryani. Because I just tasted it, it's absolutely delicious, but it's not at all spicy as I wanted it to be. So I have over here, this is the my East End chili powder, which is spice but no color. Okay, so I'm going to start adding some of my chili powders now. You see, while I'm talking, it's drying up, yeah? So teaspoon and number 1 chili powder will be East End chili powder. This. It's supposed to be very hot, but it's lost its heat. So maybe a sprinkle. Okay. Number 2 chili powder will be Kashmiri chili powder. And I want you to see the stages of the color. So you see, this has no color. It only has heat. Yeah, that way you will learn and know what chili powder to use when. This is, if I can get it out, Kashmiri chili powder. Put a little. Let's wait and watch what happens. You see it's all drying up? Bit of color. I like the color. What do you guys think? Yeah? And now we go to the degi mirch, which is sort of like paprika. Also has a bit of heat. All of them have heat. I don't know why they say it doesn't. Well, in the restaurants they would put food color, but I don't want to do that. So, okay. Now you see all it's dried up. Look. And imagine, okay, now we go to my masala paste here. And I'm going to just open it. One moment. Let me try. Okay, I did it. So this is one hand video recording and one hand cooking. This smells divine. So this goes in, all of it. And then later I will be adding some water, of course, to this. I've even added some water here. Okay. So this, ooh, what do you think? Wow. Nice, yeah? I'm going to add a bit of beetroot juice, okay? Yeah. Though when you cook it with water, it does change, okay? So, I'm going to let this cook for a while I add some water into this. Put this, well, this water I could just add in right now, because the chicken has to cook. It's not enough water. Need a bit more. You see, now you have to see your consistency. Do you want to eat this with rice or roti? If you want to eat it with roti, then you don't need to add. Let's check. You see, some pieces might be cooked and some pieces not. Yeah, this is cooked, but this is a breast piece, okay? The leg, this piece might take a bit longer. So now this has to cook, okay, for a little while. I will taste it and come back to you, yeah? While I'm going to put some water into this and I'm going to shake it and put that in. Yeah, okay. And final stage, look. The light is not, this is the natural color. It's darkened a bit, okay? Now, I don't want it this color, okay? So, I have here my frozen beetroot juice. I'm going to add a bit. Let me get a piece out. Look. And when it melts, look. You see the color changing? This is what I want. No artificial coloring, no artificial flavors, just natural coloring. Yes, when it melts, I can add some more. And then this goes back in the freezer. So, you know what to do now with your beetroot. Oh, yes. Look. This is the color I want. A beautiful, beautiful, natural color. So, my dish is now ready. I will put it into a beautiful dish later and present it. I'm going to have this with basmati rice today. Look at the color. That's it. Simple. Done. You see? No artificial flavoring, no artificial color, no preservatives, no spices, nothing. Now, if you are busy, how do you make this dish in stages? Let me tell you. Number one, sometimes you buy tomatoes and they get a little soft. First thing you do, blend them with some ginger garlic. Freeze it if you can't, or you cook it and freeze it. That's another good idea. The onions, so on the day, one day before you want to make this dish, you have to marinate your chicken with the yogurt, as I said, with some ginger garlic and garam masala, turmeric and red chili powder. That's it. This all will be done on my blog, www.neetudidi.com. Once your chicken is marinated, you have your chicken, you have your tomatoes fried. Okay, what do you do on the day? You fry some onions with some whole spices. Okay, you can even do that one day before and keep it in the fridge. You can make the paste, keep it in the fridge, so it's already done. So on the cooking day, very easy. You heat up some oil, yeah. You put in your fried tomatoes, saute them for 2 minutes. That's it, because it's already been fried. You add your chicken, you cook that. You add your onion paste, you cook that. You add some water, yeah, and you cook it all. Look, it couldn't get easier. So this is a nice dish party which you can prepare in advance. I hope you like my recipe. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you follow my blog, www.neetu.com. And most of all, I hope you share this recipe with your friends and family, because it's really useful. And thank you for all the love. Bye. If you like my recipes, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.